church. And today in our tradition, it is Pentecost. It is the day when the Spirit falls. Also in our tradition, we tend to think that the Spirit is about making us comfortable. That the Spirit makes us feel safe and at home. I confess that as an Episcopalian, I have spent more time in the last few weeks worrying about how I am going to do Eucharist online than whether or not my black brothers and sisters are safe.
Come on. Come on.
But the Spirit is not about comfort. The Spirit troubles the waters of creation at the beginning of time. And those waters roil and boil and life comes forth. The Spirit calls a people out of safety of slavery and into the desert for 40 years, wandering. The Spirit calls prophets out of their comfort zone to speak to kings that they have put in place to say what you are doing is wrong. The Spirit falls on a room of terrified followers of Jesus. Their God has left them. They are afraid, and the Spirit sends them out. The Spirit is not about comfort. The Spirit is about troubling our lives, about shaking things up, about life bursting forth in new and uncomfortable and sometimes violent ways. The Spirit disrupts power. The Spirit challenges those things that make us comfortable. And here, when I say us, I want to be really clear. I am speaking to my fellow white Portlanders. The Spirit makes us comfortable because the Spirit demands that we go outside of our comfort zone, that we hang around people, listen to them, and learn from them, knowing that they're not going to be our friends. There's not a black or brown person in this place that is obligated to be my friend. Because the reality is, me and my people have had our knees on the necks of black and brown people since the beginning of this country. So for those of you, and this isn't everybody, but for those of you who have a baptismal commitment to a life in the Spirit, your commitment now is to be uncomfortable, to be troubled, to put yourself in places that are hard, that are lonely, that are not going to give you the life that you kind of want to have, that you wish you had. Because that isn't the life that the Spirit calls us to. The Spirit, which falls on us today and every day, calls us to a life of being troubled. So my prayer for all of us is that we are willing to be troubled by the Spirit of God.